Ready to call the budget workshop to order. Before we begin, I just want to note that if there's any members of the public that are here to address the commission, we'll provide an opportunity for that at the end of the workshop. So just hold on until that moment. Terringer, please come up, welcome, address the board. Let us know, you have to please state your name for the record, whether or not you're an OUC customer, and please limit your comments to 3 minutes.
My name is Terringer. I am an OUC customer, and I'm here to present a petition signed by 254 and counting people to request OUC to examine new documentation that fluoridated water is ineffective and poses serious health risks. And so, to keep my comments very short, because this is a big topic, I'd just like to read from a 2015 Newsweek article that came out that was examining also a 2015 review by the Cochrane Collaboration, which is a group of doctors and researchers known for their comprehensive reviews, widely regarded as the gold standard of scientific rigor in assessing the effectiveness of public health policies. And they did a review to find out if fluoridation reduces cavities. So I'm just going to read a few parts of the Newsweek article, and I've attached the entire thing for you. The headline is, "There is little recent or high-quality evidence that fluoridation reduces tooth decay." According to this review, those opposed to the process have argued, and a growing number of studies have suggested that the chemical may present a number of health risks, for example, interfering with the endocrine system and increasing the risk of impaired brain function. 2 studies in the last few months, in 2015, have linked fluoridation to ADHD and underactive thyroid. Others argue against water fluoridation on ethical grounds, saying the process forces people to consume a substance that they may not know is there or that they'd rather avoid. So I'm just going to skip to close to the end of this because I want to keep my comments short. It's also become clear in the last 15 years that fluoride primarily acts topically according to the CDC. It reacts with the surface of the tooth enamel, making it more resistant to acids excreted by bacteria. Thus, there's no good reason to swallow fluoride and subject every tissue of your body to it. Nearly all the papers that the Cochrane group examined were flawed in significant ways. For example, 70% of the cavity-reducing studies made no effort to control for important confounding factors, such as dietary sources of fluoride other than tap water, diet in general, like how much sugar they consumed, or ethnicity. And one scientist comments, "I couldn't believe the low quality of the research on fluoridation." Sheldon says that if fluoridation were to be submitted anew for approval today, no one would even think about it due to the shoddy evidence of effectiveness and obvious downside of fluorosis. There is a definite issue of inequality when it comes to fluorosis. Blacks and Mexican Americans have a higher rate of both moderate and severe forms of the condition. Blacks also have higher levels. As of 2004, 58% of African Americans had fluorosis compared to 36% of whites, and the condition is becoming more common. So I'll just leave you with the last little part of this. When you have a public health intervention that's applied to everybody, the burden of evidence to know that people are likely to benefit and not to be harmed is much higher since people can't choose, Sheldon says. Everybody drinks water, after all, mostly from the tap. Public health bodies need to have the courage to look at this review, says Sheldon, and be honest enough to say that this needs to be reconsidered. So if I might present the petition to you, Linda? Thank you so much. What do you have?
Thank you, Mr. Terringer, for joining us today. The commission will absolutely take your comments into advisement, and someone from the OUC staff will follow up with you. Thank you.
We're Ted and Jan Spruill. Did you ask for our address?
No, just one of your OUC customers.
We are OUC water customers. And we actually, due to work commitments, weren't aware that we would be able to attend today until the very last moment. So we're not prepared to share statistics and so forth, but we did bring some information that has links to sites, because we've been following this matter for probably quite a number of years. And we represent our friends, our family, our colleagues, our neighbors who
our grandchildren.
Yes, yes. Do share concerns regarding fluoridation, thank you, of our water supply.
So the other one, I appreciate what he said. He said pretty much everything I was planning to say when we got up here. But the one thing I did want to add is that if you look on the back of a toothpaste tube, there's a warning from the FDA that if you swallow more of the toothpaste than you actually put on your teeth, that you should seek medical attention. And also, fluoride tablets are prescription only in the dosages that we get in our water. So it seems that the FDA has never said it's safe. They've never said it's a chemical that we should put inside of our bodies. Yet we're forced to have this in our water. And all in all, I'd rather not have that in the water for my grandchildren or for me either. So that was all I wanted to talk about.
And just in closing, one final thing that I would like to add, and I apologize, I'm nervous because I wasn't at all prepared to come address the commission today, but I appreciate the opportunity. And it was a point that I think is well worth pondering, which is that we know that fluoride is promoted by the American Dental Association. It's promoted to them and then promoted by them. And in fact, a young friend of our family just finished dental school and completed his residency, and he's practicing now. And he told us that he was taught that fluoride is imperative for our children's dental health. And in our opinion, this flies in the face of common sense, knowing that, for example, my father was born in 1920 and died as an elderly gentleman with every tooth except one of his natural teeth intact. He had one pulled due to an infection in his senior years. My uncle is 95 and healthy, which is a wonderful blessing, has every single one of his teeth. He was born in 1922, which is obviously well before our water supply was fluoridated. My husband's father died with all of his natural teeth intact, as have many seniors that we know and love. So this seems to indicate that fluoride is absolutely not necessary for our children's dental health. And that was just one point to ponder that I wanted to share. And if we may submit these articles, we'd love to do that.
And if there is other information that you would like to submit as well, of course you can do that later.
Okay.
And I'll just make the same comment. Same comment for you. The commission and the staff will take these into advisement, and so we'll be back in touch with you